On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Doting all this attention on the boy that you would normally dote on your husband or what have you, but you're doing all this for the boy, crippling him. So when he grows up, he looks to be, sucking on the ninny of the chick that he with instead of leading her.
Wait, so do you guys feel? I just have a quick question. If you relinquish some of these duties to your wives, or they wanted to take it over to bring less stress to you, do you feel like you're less manly if she takes over some of those duties, like she wants to? You guys feel like it'll be less manly of you?
Like what?
Is that why?
Yeah, I don't really feel like I'm less manly, but again, I think it comes down to options. Like, am I capable of doing it?
Yeah,
and I don't want to, then I can delegate it to you. But again, I'm hard pressed on livelihood. Any decisions they have to do with our livelihood, I'm gonna make. But anything in between, then, it's cool. But I'm gonna know how to do everything.
Question is better asked this way because I want to help the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Is the discipline that you use for accounting in a business the same discipline that you have to apply at home?
Hell yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Like, and it's literally the same thing, bro.
Right. But I'm saying, and in that regard,
a lot of people need degrees.
Or hard?
Okay. No.
What did you say? Really repeat that last
I'm asking, is that easy or hard?
Oh, no. That's discipline. Discipline is always hard. Because again, like as a man, as the leader, you gotta have foresight. You gotta make sure that we stick to the plan. Like, women can react emotionally on things, but you gotta be even keel, and maintaining that discipline is definitely hard. Like, my wife want to go take a trip to London right now, but it's like, well, baby, we just went to 3 islands in 8 months. Can we kind of just chill and get this money back right, and then we can do what we got to do? So it's hard being disciplined. Hell yeah, especially when you're making decent money and you come from being broke. You want to spend it. You know what I'm saying? So that part is hard, but the actual like controlling other like finances and different things like accounting specific, because all accounting, the only math you're doing is 4 function calculations, and you ain't even really doing that because you're using calculators and formulas and everything like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So once you actually get it down, it's just, whatever. But yeah, no, the discipline aspect, hell yeah, that's hard.
Who knew it was such an easy job? Thank you for sharing.
Trill, Rilla, come to you with that question, man, so we can swing this on through. Are there certain roles in relationships or marriage that women shouldn't have control over?
So here we talk. For me, I talk about prophet, priest, king, man, husband, father, protect and provide. I don't get into the minutia of, should she cook? Should I clean? I'm always running trash out. I agree with you, Trill. She's never touching the door handle. It took me a long time to teach my girl, do not touch my doors. Don't touch my car door. Don't touch that front door. Just don't touch it. It took me a long time. I don't get into that. The things that I think those roles a man should never relinquish is that leadership role. I think somebody, maybe Anton or maybe you, JR, just got through talking about how men in certain situations get emasculated. The one of the core reasons why men get emasculated in their marriages and relationships is because they relinquish power so easy. They relinquish the leadership role. Instead of you telling your girl, like, hey, this is the vision, this is the direction, this is where we going, so on and so forth, you're relinquishing everything to her and allowing her to make decisions. Now, I'm not talking about, hey, babe, what do you want to eat for dinner? I'm talking about when Anton talks about stuff, or let me take it off Anton. When successful men who are married and wealthy, and they talk about wealth building, right? And they talk about generational wealth building. Like, yeah, I could take certain input, right? But ultimately, I have to, like, it's all going to fall on me anyway. So I have to lead this family. My girl can't do that for me. I have to be the leader, right? So it's one of the reasons why a lot of times I get questioned about my status and my current situation and where I'm at, what I'm doing, because the onus and responsibility isn't necessarily on her for those things. That's on me. So for me, that leadership, that direction, that vision casting for this family, that's a role that can never be held or dominated by a woman. Not for me.
Yeah, I agree. I equate it to like sports. Like if you look at the Lakers, like Braun got a bunch of talented teammates, but it get down to that last shot. It ain't no question who taking it. Why? Because whether we win or lose this game, it's gonna fall on my shoulders.
It's on you.
You know, you can help draw up the play. You can, whatever. Hey, bro, watch for this side, watch for that side. But when it comes down to who this gonna fall on, it's gonna fall on the leader, and that's Braun's. Relationships work the same way. Like your wife can give you counsel, your wife can give you input, because women are super smart and a hell of an asset. But at the end of the day, as the man, as the leader of that family, it falls on you. So it will behoove you to make the decision. That's just real.
I just don't understand how so many guys are so comfortable relinquishing that to their girl. That is wild to me, bro. I just don't understand that junk, bro.
I think,
but again, though, you know what I think it is, though, Anton?
Go ahead, Trill.
Oh, now I was just gonna say, I think it stems back from how they was raised. Same way on the opposite end. Like, cause a lot of dudes was raised by their mama, and let's just be honest, your mama is gonna coddle the boy. She gonna raise the girls, but she gonna coddle the boy. So as a boy growing up, you raised by your mother, like you feel like I can get away with murder. My mama gonna come out here and bail me out. He didn't do nothing. He didn't sell no drugs. He didn't shoot nobody. Like, she gonna always be able to clean up my messes. So when these dudes get older and get into relationships, they tend to look for women that they can lean on in that similar way.
Trill, even think about it like this. Those same boys, right, from the time that they born, the mothers a lot of times will be quick to spend $100 on baby Jordans rather than the quality of food that's going in his mouth.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
But when he gets older and you've been under the authority of a woman from the time you're born, so you in the house with your mother, your dad's not there, you don't even know what masculine leadership looks like. Then you go to school, right, where majority of the teachers are women, so you under authority there. That's why boys buck when they get in the presence of a real concrete authority, i.e. police. They don't know how to act when they get in front of some real masculine, sit your punk ass down somewhere authority. They so used to being coddled by they son husbands, man. They son husbands. The mothers are raising these boys, crippling them. And you're doting all this attention on the boy that you would normally dote on your husband or what have you. But you're doing all this for the boy, crippling him. So when he grows up, he looks to be, sucking on the ninny of the chick that he with instead of leading her.
Wait, so do you guys feel, I just have a quick question. If you relinquish some of these duties to your wives, or they wanted to take it over to bring less stress to you, do you feel like you're less manly if she takes over some of those duties, like she wants to? You guys feel like it'll be less manly of you?
Like what?
Is that why?
Yeah, I don't really feel like I'm less manly, but again, I think it comes down to options. Like, am I capable of doing it?
Yeah,
and I don't want to, then I can delegate it to you. But again, I'm hard pressed on livelihood. Any decisions they have to do with our livelihood, I'm gonna make. But anything in between then, it's cool. I mean, but I'm gonna know how to do everything.